What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world but keep the sky on your mind.
Hello, and welcome to another live stream here with Vladanob. It's been a couple of days since my last live stream. I've been a little bit busy setting things up. Kirsch Hunting, hello there, man. Welcome to the live stream. It's been a couple of days since my last live stream. I've just been a little bit busy, but now we're back at it and we're gonna continue with this. I've also got a pretty interesting video coming up for you guys as well. Alright, today we are in Sydney and we are flying the A320, Fenix A320-200, and we're going to use the Qantas Link livery to get us from Sydney all the way to Melbourne. Now this route is not typically flown by the A320 by Qantas Link. Jetstar does fly it, but not Qantas Link. They usually use 737s on this particular route, but today we're going to go ahead and use the A320s anyway. All right, so Sydney to Melbourne today. Let's go ahead and get that flight plan ready, shall we? New flight plan there with SimBrief. Sydney to Melbourne. There you go. We're gonna pick out our aircraft, A320-200. I'm not worried about the airline code or the flight number. We don't really need to worry about that today. What is this? This is CFM. Are these the CFM engines or what? These are CFM engines, aren't they? I believe they are, right? Yeah, that's... I think so. No, they're not. That's the IAE. Good lord, I am so confused. Give me a second. Let's double check what aircraft I'm flying. Let me just check that. Apparently we are flying the IAE one. Yeah. That is the IAE engine. Okay. That's for sure. Let's just put that in there. And this is the one without the winglets or any of that, or sharklets. So we got that there. Kilograms and blah blah blah. Let's generate. There's our flight plan for the day. Done. Let's go ahead and get our overlay tracking there. Excellent. That's done. All right. Overlay is done. Now we can go ahead and jump into the aircraft, get some things sorted out, and get ourselves flying. All right. Open up that. Go to Phoenix. See if we've gotten the right stuff set up. Ta-da! We've got that done. GPU connected chokes and cones. That's fine. Mass balance. We need to load aircraft, GSX boarding and refueling. Thank you very much. Brilliant. While that happens, let's go overhead. Start up our batteries here. External power on. Crew oxygen supply on. ADARS systems to nav, all three of them. Ground control on the voice recorder. Emergency lights armed. Thank you very much. The seatbelt signs and no smoking signs on. Nav and logo lights to position 2. Strobe lights to automatic. And we don't have any ground air conditioning. Have you ever flown Qantas before? Yes, a few times on the channel. I have definitely flown Qantas a few times. I love flying Qantas. It's quite nice. Yeah, especially the A380s. I have actually flown Qantas on the channel. But I think this is my first time flying the I think it's my first time flying the Qantas Link. We have a little bit of a problem with the camera. Let me sort that out. Yep, there we go. I need to edit my shortcut here. Give me a second, everybody. There you go. That should fix that. All right. So refueling is coming to life. Got our fuel truck coming up, and I expect them to get out of here and attach the fueling hose or something like that. Or they're not gonna do that. Oh, there he is. He's just jumped out of the fueling truck. He's gonna get us ready to go. It's early morning here in Sydney. Well, 8 o'clock. Early morning, yeah. I'll just say morning is better. There we go. We've got our jetways attached, looking very good. Where is our passenger bus? It has not arrived just yet. It is my first time flying Qantas Link though, and I gotta say I really like how the livery looks with the A320. I like how it looks. I like the red accent. I believe it's all in the right places. You got the kangaroo right there. You've got that right there. I like the red accents. They're in the right place, so it's very good. Very good. Very good looking livery. Oh, our passengers are not arriving by bus. They're just walking out of the terminal there through there, which makes sense. Yeah, which makes perfect sense. There we go. Very nice. Very immersive to see that happening, right? So we've got all that good stuff happening for us. We're going to wait for cargo loading till fueling finishes up. There you go. He's attached the fueling hose to the ground supply there. So looking good. Passengers coming on board. We're not going to turn on the APU just yet. I'm going to wait for boarding to go on just a little bit more. Just to save that extra bit of fuel. That's how I like to do it. Although ideally you need some sort of air conditioning to go on at the moment. We don't have any. Let's come down here to FMGC. FMGC, thank you very much. Let's go to our init. And from and to is... Let me do this one first. No, actually, never mind that. Let me request that. From SimBrief, it should automatically put in our information here. That is Sydney to Melbourne. Flight number is not here. I'm just going to use FDNX. My oh my god, my normal go-to flight number there. Cost index for today, let's get all that stuff from here. Cost index is just 5. It's very low. Cruising altitude of 34,000 feet does not seem right to me. How long is the flight? Block time, air time of an hour. 34,000. Fine, you know what, we'll do it. Let's see if we can make that. 34,000 IRS initialization. Align that. There you go. And let's return that. Go down here. Yeah, we can work on this in a bit. Let's go to our flight plan here. This is Y25. So let's out of here. Departure is going to be runway 25. Direct without a SID today, huh? No SID, and let's insert that. At our destination, we're gonna go towards 27 in Melbourne, and I'm gonna use 27Z as I usually do. Arrival procedure, no arrival procedure, direct arrival. We're gonna enter that as well. Now, flight plan today takes us to Tesset. Tesset is right here, so we can clear off that. Return that, please. Clear, clear, clear. Okay. Tesset, Wollongong, no, Tesset, Lease is right here. Q29, we're gonna fly all the way to ML, which is the beacon at Melbourne, I believe, and then we've got our, there you go, and ta-da, the flight plan looks just fine to me. All right, let's go to our performance data. We don't have anything else to do here, do we? No, we don't. Okay. Don't really have anything to do here. Okay, wonderful. We'll leave this for now. Let's go down here. Go to departure performance. Preliminary load sheet. I want 1 plus F. Takeoff weight 67.3. All of that is fine. Sync that. Calculate that. We're just going to send that to the McDo in advance. In addition to that, if we come down here, wait, hold on. Let me go down here to the McDo. This is still not yet ready, right? So we can put it in the expected, which is about 7.6 on this, and zero fuel weight of 59.8. 59.8, 59.9, so we can put 59.9 on that. I don't know this zero fuel weight center of gravity. To do that, we need to come to mass and balance, and we have to send that to the McDo as well. Once the loading is finished, I believe. But for now, let me send that to the McDo. We've got, this is what's happened so far, okay? But once it updates, I will send this to the McDo and we'll have accurate weights going on. But for now, that's fine. Let's go to our MCP here. The A320-200 is my favorite airliner to fly. Is that right? I really love the Fenix A320. I really love the Fenix A320. It's a wonderful aircraft, isn't it? Very nice to fly. The A321 would be probably my very favorite, but yeah, I love this aircraft. So yeah, aligning in 1 minute. Manage mode available on speed and heading, which is perfect. Let's go towards 10,000 feet initially. Manage mode available there. We're good to go. Let's set our local pressure for the day, which is 1008. That's fine. Anything else that we need to do here that I'm aware of? No. Okay, fantastic. All right, I think it's time for us to get our APU going now. So we'll do that. We'll do the APU bleed here, and let's get our APU going for the sake of our passengers. Okay, cargo loading is finished. Pretty much, yeah. They are winding up cargo loading. That should get us up and running, everybody. Let's go to GSX and prepare for a pushback and a departure. Okay, so we're gonna wait for everything here to finish up. Brilliant. So that's what we're doing. Ah, there we go. APU coming to life. We can see the exhaust gas right there from the APU. Oh, cargo loading is not finishing up, it's just starting up. And we can hear the APU spooling up right there. Brilliant. Nothing else to do except wait for the boarding process to finish. We can fast forward it, I believe. We can. But for now, I'm just gonna leave it. Let me show you guys today's flight plan on visualization of today's flight plan on SimBrief, on little nav map, sorry. So let's just go ahead and do that. Okay, little nav map. Let me pop that open for you guys right here. There's little nav map. We are in Sydney. We're gonna take off from a runway 25 right here. So we need a taxi with, okay, we Obviously you have to go with the nose to the left anyway. And then we're going to taxi down to runway 25. Short taxi, nothing too long. From there, there's a very strange departure apparently. Yeah, this is not how it's going to actually look like. I hope not. But yeah, then we're going to fly out straight towards Melbourne. And at Melbourne, we're passing through this beacon. I don't want to pass through this ML beacon. That doesn't make any sense. Let me insert the ILS procedure, then we'll have a look. ILS Z right here. Insert that. Yeah, that's not going to work, is it? So I don't think we should pass over the ML beacon right here. So we are going to delete that VOR right there. I think that's the way to go. So let's do that here as well. Come to flight plan. Go to the ML beacon. Where's the ML beacon? Right here. We're going to clear that guy up. I don't want to fly over it. Return. Clear, clear, clear. Insert that. Let's go. There we go. That's much better. And after takeoff, we're going to 15-4 and then we're flying to Tessat. Now, where is Tessat exactly? Where is Tessat? I don't see Tessat on our flight plan. Oh, Tessat is right here. Doesn't make any sense for us to fly. SimBrief does give you weird flight plans, so it does happen for me quite a lot. Why on earth would I take off and then come down here to Tessat? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, that's a foolish plan. Let's remove Tessat. Delete that waypoint right there. We're going to do the same here with that, and we're going to clear off our flight plan discontinuity, and we're good to go. Yep, we're good to go. Alrighty, there we go. That's a much better flight plan there. We've got our FMC being able to properly calculate our altitudes and everything. It was not able to because that flight plan was very strange. Now we've got a good one. So no arrival, no departure procedures, just a straightforward good old flight from Sydney to Melbourne. Okay, I'm going to put away a little nav map for us now. Let's take a look at what's going on with the boarding. Oh, we're done with boarding. Send that to the McDo. Yeah, we need to get rid of... Okay, so the boarding is actually done. It's just that visually there's the last pellet being loaded into the aircraft right there. And yeah, there we go. Yep, everything is wrapping up here. We do not need the ground power, so I'm going to turn that off. And I'm going to release the ground power in ground services GPU. Before I release my chocks and cones, let me just make sure that the parking brake is up and running. Chocks and cones out. GSX aircraft loaded, dismiss. GSX should be able to... Okay, there we go. Pushback is going on, everybody. Pushback is going on. Excellent. Let's go and request nose to the left and get ready here. There we go. Doors are closing up. Stairs are being removed. Brilliant. Yeah. It's very easy to use the Fenix. Sometimes there are bugs, but when everything is working well, the Fenix is a very, very beautifully synchronized and immersive aircraft to fly. Everything just works with it usually, especially at major airports, so that's pretty good. Alright, pushback tug is coming into place. There we go, everybody. Beautiful Sydney Airport right there. Pushback tug pretty much attached. Okay. Waiting for it to ask me which way I need to go. Okay. Okay, I'll just say standard. Release parking brake. Ah, there we go. We've started our pushback there. Let's get up here, get our beacon lights going as such. Turn on our pumps there. GSX is not talking to me anymore. I don't know what's wrong with that. I had to go take a look at that. Overhead lights, I like them like that. And let's go ahead and start up our aircraft, shall we? Ignition, engine number 1, please. Thank you very much. There we go. Engine number 1 coming to life, everybody. We're gonna go on nav mode on this one. Where is the panel lights for this? It's right here, isn't it? Where's the panel lights for that? Where are the panel lights? Oh. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard our Airbus A320. Please pay attention to...
Okay. We've set the parking brake.
Oxygen masks, life jackets.
The pushback is already completed. I don't have the available light yet on the engines.
The cabin crew are now to you. Please be aware that
Still coming to life there.
exit may be behind you. Emergency lighting will guide you to an exit. In an emergency, leave all baggage on board. Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted, and released as shown. It must be fastened whenever the
Okay, engine 1 looking good. Let's go towards engine number 2 there. What was I trying to figure out? Something isn't right here. Something is not right. Okay, speed brakes up there. Alright, bye-bye. Thank you very much. Max on that. Progress on this one if I can find it. There we go. Get out of our way, lady. Thank you very much for your service, but get out of the... Alright, thank you very much. Flaps, position 1.
do not inflate the life jacket inside the aircraft. When outside, inflate it by pulling the top.
There we go.
If it fails,
Looking
inflate
good.
or needs topping up, blow into
Engine 2 coming to life right there.
the light and whistle for attracting attention. The cabin crew can assist you with life jackets for children. Your trailer.
Okay, I think we are looking good. It's coming to life. Available. Normal on that. Everything is pretty much set up and good to go. Let's take a look at what our TCAS is on. It's on standby for the moment. Just gonna put it on there. We'll worry about predictive wind shear in just a second here. But everything else is looking good. I think we're ready to go here. Taxi lights on, please. There we go. APU bleed off, APU master switch off, and we are ready to taxi and go towards the runway. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. Release parking brake. Oh, I forgot to set up my throttle. Hold on. I've forgotten to set up my throttle and joystick there. So I'll do that just a minute. Alright, I'm back. Alrighty. Fantastic. Everything is looking good. Yes, it is. Taxiing along here. Nice and easy. Everything seems to be working so far. Yeah. to turn off to our left here. So let's go ahead and do that. This is a heavy airport to be at, so frame rates, there'll be occasional stutters. Okay, that's okay. Let's go down here, set that up, set that on auto, and there you go. Weather systems are going well. That's all good. We can test our takeoff config. We are normal and ready for takeoff, everybody. Ready for takeoff. Just waiting for cabin, which should be done momentarily. Okay, our different views for today as we head on towards our runway. Weather, terrain, and everything. Traffic and terrain, I believe, right there. Excellent. Should we reduce our range for takeoff? Yes. Leave that on minimum there. Looking good. Yeah, we're ready to go. Ready to go. Just the lights left and TCAS left. That's it. Okay. Qantas Link. Look at how beautiful we look. That aircraft is lovely, isn't it? Time for me to jump in here. There's our turn off towards our runway. Okay. It's not that we need the whole runway today, but let's put our landing lights up. Let me pump on the brakes a little bit. Runway turn off lights there, that can go on. Strobe lights can go on. And we can even put our TCAS all the way to TARA, and we are ready for takeoff, everybody. We're pretty much ready for takeoff. I'm just gonna pump the brake a little bit. We're not gonna hold short today. We'll go directly for takeoff. Okay. Turning our aircraft right here. Okay. And let's go. Oh, too much turning. Sorry. I looked away. Is this real-time weather in Sydney? Yes, it is. I'll show you that right after we take off as well. It is real-time weather. No, not Toga. Oh my god. This is not working. Hold on. Yep. What we want is a flex right there. We're set for takeoff. $80 knots, acceleration good. Yeah, plenty of runway room. Okay, rotating. Gear up. There we go. Climb power set. My aircraft, I'm still flying this manually. There we go, looking good, everybody, as we depart out of Sydney. Okay, time for us to take that turn right here. There we go. Give it up to the autopilot right there. We are on our way. Look at that. Flaps up. Slats up. Real-time weather. There we go. Everything is live, as you can tell. Alrighty. Looking good. Ground spoilers are disarmed. Everything else here looking good. Runway turn off lights off. Nose lights to off. Every other light can remain on for the time being, and we are looking good. Everybody increase the range on that. Increase the range on that further. There we go. There we go. That's all looking good. Excellent. Excellent. We're on our way, everybody. Check that out. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. It's looking really good today. Leaving behind Sydney. Let's go and check out some cinematic views, shall we? So we'll do that right now. Oh, yes. Look at that. Look at the wing fade effect right there. We can see our wing fading into the dense clouds. Really, really cool, isn't it?
Fresh selection.
Oh, yes, I like that. GFX is doing its job. I like it. I like it.
Beverages to get more drinks.
Wait, hold on. Ah, there it is. Look at that.
Major
Look at that beautiful wing fade, everybody. That's beautiful. What? Why are these two views so similar? Look at that. Those are some clouds, huh? Beautiful climb out here. We're almost at 10,000 feet. Let's go into our flight deck for a second here and put that at 34,000 feet. We're going to fly straight towards 34,000 feet today, just like so. Okay, and we can go here, turn off our landing lights. We can turn off the passenger signs. We don't need to worry about them. Everything else looking very good. Standard on the QNH on both sides. There you go. Done. Brilliant. Okie dokie. That view doesn't make any sense. It's supposed to be in the center like this. Let me just save that up. I thank you for your patience there. Again, this view is also off center there. It's supposed to be right here. Let me save that up. Save this one up. Okay, that's all right. This view right here as well. Yeah, it's a little bit off center, these views, that's all. Just trying to fix that. Yep. I do have a little bit of OCD. That's all right. It is what it is, right? Okay, we're gonna fix that up. And I believe this view is a little bit zoomed in. Kind of give it a bit of that or something like that. Put it like this. Something like this. Yeah, that makes more sense for us, and I shall save that. Okay, I'll make any other necessary adjustments later on. We're good here. Alrighty. On our climb towards 34,000 feet, we're passing through 15, and everything is looking fantastic. Love it. Yeah, it is looking good, isn't it? I'll use a bit of fast forward once I reach cruising altitude at 34,000 feet. We are estimated to be an hour away at this point from Melbourne. It is 348 nautical miles. We will go in and use fast forward, so it's not going to take us too long today. And don't worry, we'll be at top of descent in no time. So yeah, just waiting to catch that cruising altitude, and once that's done, I'll go in and get ourselves fast forwarded. Look at that. Making a turn there. Lovely. I love this view. Can't get enough of that view. Check out the other side here. Okay. $20,000 feet. 21,000 feet, more like. The A320 has great performance. It's like the 777. Well, the 777 is something else because, you know, with the 777 you can pretty much, if you're on empty and you use full power for takeoff, you can shoot up like a rocket. That thing is very, very powerful, isn't it? Alright. Waiting for that cruising altitude, nothing else to do. Qantas, everybody. I need to take a new screenshot. I want to change the thumbnail that I've put, so let me just take a lovely little screenshot from here if I can. It's not gonna work. That might work, I don't know. Just gonna take a quick screenshot of that. Excuse me. I think that's a better one. Yeah, that's a better one. Take a quick screenshot. So as we continue flying towards our cruising altitude, I can make another quick little screenshot like that. Yep, that's a better one. That is a better one. A little bit more there. Go up towards it. Yep, there we go. That can work. That can work. And yeah, we need a bit of clouds, don't we? Gonna go print that. Ta-da, that's perfect. That is perfect. I can put one more, and there you go. That's enough. All right, we're coming up on 27,000 feet. Still some way to go towards 34. Thanks, man. Thank you. There's nothing else to do at the moment except check out some of these views, right? We already passed Wollongong there. Actually, we've been past Wollongong for a while now. We are heading towards Canberra. We are heading towards Canberra. Airbus must be much easier to fly for pilots than Boeing, because there's far less to do. It must be boring, but far less stressful. If you fly like a lot of legs in a single day, I think an A320 would be the aircraft I would pick. Practically speaking, you know. It's quite easy to get started up and get things going. Very automated. Obviously for flight sim we want a little bit more to do usually, but I think when I try to do multiple streams with multiple legs, I think A320 is the way to go, or an Airbus aircraft. Boeing gives you lots and lots of stuff to do, which I'm not complaining about per se, but you get what I'm trying to say. 30,000 feet, we got some good contrails behind us. Let's take a look at those contrails right there, check that out. Alright. Once again, GFX doing its job terrifically. And they've fixed a little bit of a bug that they had before with the flickering of the contrails. That's also gone. It's looking really good. Love it. Oh, yes. 31,000 feet, not much left to go. I want this view saved up here. This view saved up here. Save that right there. A more centralized position for that view, like so. I'm gonna save it up. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this view. I think this is a better screenshot, isn't it? I feel like this is a better thumbnail. That's what I feel like. Yeah. Perhaps this right here is a better thumbnail. Oh yes, look at that. It's beautiful. Print that. There we go. Let me also save this view here. I shall save it as a cinematic view. Who cares? Follow. There you go. What can I give as its shortcut here? Hold on. Yeah, I can remove number 6. So number 6, delete that. Let me put follow as Alt 6. There you go. There you go. Done. Brilliant. Very nice, isn't it? Okay, we're at 34,000 feet now. We can talk about fast forwarding the flight now. That's definitely something I will be doing. Alright everybody, as soon as I take one more screenshot. It's a very nice screenshot right here, and ta-da, done. Okay, let's head into our flight deck now and get fast forwarding so we don't have to be here for too long cruising and doing nothing. Let's come to the MacDo menu. Let's go to maint there, and sim rate. We'll go into 4 right here. And if we come back to our flight plan, our top of descent is right after Rumi. Copy that. That's all right. There you go. We are now fast forwarding everybody into 4 rate so we can reach our top of descent a little quicker, which we will. We'll reduce the range on that just there. Okay, fantastic. So we can go back to some cinematic views now, and we'll continue with the fast forwarded view right here. Check that out. Right after waypoint Rumi, we are going into top of descent. Brilliant. Okay, that looks lovely. Our top of descent isn't actually that far away, by the way. Isn't that far away. Oh, that looks so good. That is pretty. Block time is supposed to be 2 hours. We're gonna cut that down a little bit by fast forwarding. Very nice, isn't it? I like it. cloudy. Very soothing though, very nice. Not much of turbulence today. Looking good. We actually go to FS Realistic and get the correct profile loaded up for us here. Copy it from that one, thank you very much. There we go. Just in case there's actual turbulence, we should be able to feel that today. But it doesn't seem like there is any turbulence. Yeah, there isn't any. Fatal dies, won't stop studying until you land. Fatal D's. Are fatal D's? Is that how I say that? Won't stop studying until you land. What are you studying for? What are you studying for? Okay, our top of descent is coming up. It's time for us to go in and reset our sim rate right here. So let's go ahead and do that. Normal sim rate. Oh, sim rate normal. Thank you very much. Okay. Given that, let's head back into the flight deck. Fluid mechanics. Oh my god, man. Good luck with that. Enter destination data. Let's go towards next phase and let's put in our information right here. Go to performance. Let's be quick, because our top of descent is coming up. Come down here, populate that, calculate that. QNH at 30. Right here, temperature at 11. Right here, wind magnitude 290/7. There we go. That's done. That's done. Full minimums today. I'll just use 200 anyway. Whatever. That is done, everybody. And we're good to go. Our minimum descent today is going to be, we gotta clear that. Is going to be towards 1660. That's fine with me, everybody. There's our top of descent coming up right here. So let's go down all the way towards 1660. Okay, we'll descend all the way down towards 1660. Good luck on your fluid mechanics exam tomorrow. You keep studying. We're just about to start our top of descent, so you keep studying. We're coming in. Sim rate into 1. Confirm that. Yes, it is. Close that up. There we go. And we are coming up, ready to descend. Okay. I can get rid of the company messages in the meantime, so let's go to ADZ.com. Okay. Receive texts. That one right there. Accepted return. That one right there. Accepted return. And we've gotten rid of that successfully. Brilliant. Yeah, we're looking okay. Just fine. Waiting for that top of descent to command our aircraft to go ahead and begin a managed descent into Melbourne. So we're just gonna wait for our aircraft to do that for us. And once that's done, we should be able to get it over with. Yeah, get it over with. Okay, we should be able to get it over with. All right. Top of descent. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Still waiting. Come on. Top of descent. Top of descent reached. Automatic descent right there. There you go. All looking good. I'm going to reduce the range on this one. I'm going to reduce the range on this one as well. Alright, let's go auto brake low here. I'm going to leave this armed for the time being, at least floodlight a little bit. Not much, we don't really need it. Alright, and we've begun our top of descent down from 34,000 feet. We're on our way down towards 1,600. There isn't much else to do here once again apart from change our transition altitude and check in when we reach about 10,000 feet. So for now, we're just going to continue this descent. It's fairly slow, so I think we should use a little bit of fast forward here, shouldn't we? But before we do, just a little gander at the views first, and then we'll fast forward, right? There we go. We're descending there towards Melbourne. Very nice. Looking good on that side. Looking beautiful with the wing flex. Look at that wing flex right there. I love it. And we've got a little bit of turbulence as we begin our descent there. Just a little bit. Very, very mild. Just enough for us to be reminded that we are on an aircraft. That's pretty much it. Nothing too aggressive. Okay, this view looking glorious as always. Very hard to make this view look like crap. There we go. Beautiful, everybody, as we begin our descent here. Coming down towards 30,000 feet. We got 20,000 feet more to lose, so I'm just going to go ahead and fast forward this as soon as we take a few more, just a couple more views here, and then we'll go and fast forward. I believe the contrails should stop anytime soon. I want to see when exactly they stop. And I want to know if the transition between the contrail stopping and starting is smooth. That's why I'm going to stay in this view until we see how the contrails disappear. How do they disappear? Is it smooth or is it sudden? Okay. Still pretty strong at 29,000 feet, yeah. Still, contrails are showing up. Interesting. Oh, they're still there. Okay, that's fine. Ah, there. Right there they stopped. So we caught it right there at 27,000 feet. It stopped dead there. I don't know if that's realistic or not, but that's what happens, in case you guys are wondering. That's what happens with GFX contrails. Okay, let's head back in here to our flight deck. Come down here and go back to our sim rate and get that going. Probably into 4 again, so we can reach 10,000 feet just a little quicker. Not much quicker, but just a little bit quicker. Maybe into 4 is a little too much. Let's make that into 2. How about that? We'll do into 2. Yeah, that's better. We'll be able to reach a little bit faster. Oh, I've put it back to normal, haven't I? Yeah, there you go. Into 2, that's much better. 84 nautical miles to go. Ground spoilers armed, all that is looking good. Another company message, eh? What do you want? Not com, sorry. AOC received. What do you want? What do you want? Oh, it's a third load sheet. What is it doing? Wait, hold on. Ah, it's this one right here, sorry. No ADC, okay. More drag required. I'm not gonna put any drag for now. Maybe I should, huh? We're still at 20,000 feet though. Yeah, we're still at 20,000 feet. I think we'll be okay. Yeah, we'll be okay. So I'm just gonna leave it like this for now. Into 2 rate. Yep, into 2. Let me just leave this open to remind myself that we are going at into 2 speed. Okay, I don't normally do into 2 on the descent part of stuff, but our cruise was very short today, so might as well, right? Okay, we're at around 18,000 feet. Looking cool. Oh yes, a little bit of turbulence right there. Very nice. I like it. I like it. Alright. Let's just experience this flight more accurately. Let's just reset the sim rate here. Current simulator rate into 1 speed. Perfect. Yep, I'm gonna close that up. And no more fast forward now. We're just gonna fly this in real time right here. We're almost there now. About 20 minutes to touchdown. As you can see from right here. More drag required. It still tells us that we need more drag. But for now, I'm going to continue with the same rate of descent and speed. Not too bothered with it. The quicker we reach, the better. There we go. Whee! Alright. Alrighty. We could go through some of the checklists and stuff, but I'm not in the mood. Oh, it's getting bumpy. I like it. I like it when it gets bumpy. Look at that. Very nice. Oh. I like it when it gets bumpy. 15,000 feet, just 5,000 feet to 10. Yes, that looks great. I like it. Is this FS realistic? Yes, it is. This is FS realistic doing its job. In addition with chase camera, but yeah, FS realistic. Chase plane, sorry. But FS realistic, yeah. Choppy turbulence. I like turbulence. I enjoy it. Yeah, it looks pretty cool, right? I like it. I like it myself. One of the things that are actually disorienting is the fact that the head anticipation effect, when you turn and your head starts turning, that can actually disorient you if you're not careful. Okay, coming up on 10,000 feet. No, we're still at 12,000. Never mind. We still got some room. Still got some room here. Look at that wing flex. The sad part is MSFS does shake the aircraft a little bit, but not a lot. You know what I mean? But we can see the wings flexing as well a little bit. It's pretty cool. We are literally passing the last checkpoint or waypoint before we come into the ILS at Melbourne. No arrival procedure direct into Melbourne today. Oh, let's check that out. Oh, beautiful. And just like that, the turbulence has calmed itself down. Okay, coming up on 11... Oh, never mind. On 10,000 feet there, I think it's time for us to slow down now because Will we manage to drop our speed? Doesn't seem like it. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. I'm gonna give it a bit of speed break now to try and get our speed down towards 250 a little quicker there. And let's reduce, oh, transition altitude coming up. Let's do that on that. There we go. Set local pressure 1016, that's fine. And let's put back our ground spoilers. We'll leave them armed right there. We'll get our landing lights on. Passenger signs, seatbelt signs. We should have turned them on for the turbulence, but who cares? It's alright. There we go. That's looking much better. We need more drag, huh? Reduce the range on that. Right there is our airport and runway right here. We are... yeah, we're okay. We're okay. Still need to lose a bit more altitude there. I could. You know what? Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Let's get our aircraft to descend and capture our vertical profile a little better there. There we go. Go to half on that. And let's go to retracted and armed right there. That is okay. Yep, that's okay. Looking good. We need to check out our frequency, whether the correct one is tuned. 109.30 for Melbourne today. Let's check our radio. 109.30, course 262, -3. That seems good enough for us today to land into the runway 27Z ILS. Okay, into Melbourne. We're good. Melbourne. We should be able to see Melbourne off to our left once we have aligned with the ILS. At least once we catch our localizer, we should be able to see Melbourne City off to our left. We'll check that out as well. But for now, we're not seeing much out of the passenger side. Okay, we're just gently coming in. There it goes. 7,000 feet. Expected to catch the glide slope at around 2,500. Okay. You have to be careful about the configuration for landing and speed, because we do not have an arrival procedure which is going in directly. So once we capture the glide slope, we don't have a lot of time to be ready for landing. That's something to remember there. I can't do what I usually do, leave it all for the last minute, but yeah. Back in here. $5,200 feet, still a little high, aren't we? It's okay, we're catching up though, that's fine. Speed is still on the high side. We are faster than we should be. That is the only real problem. It's not really much of a problem, just a few knots. 20 nautical miles on that. Yeah, there isn't long to go at all. We're on 20 nautical miles. We reduce the range on that one. There we go. 4,600 feet at 20 nautical miles away. It's a little steep. It's not a little too... Ah, that's okay. Whatever. I feel like it's a little too low, but that's okay. Yeah, why are we flying so low? Let me check this out. Visas 3,000 feet, 2,000. Yeah, well, yeah, there you go. We don't need to be descending. The aircraft is doing its job, which is brilliant. Yeah, it's perfect. Nothing is wrong. I love this livery. My gosh, it looks so good. I never knew like a mostly white livery can actually look good, but Qantas, I like it. Texture loading issues beneath us. Typical of MSFS anyway. I really need more space on my PC to be able to right. There's the overhead view. Looking good. It's about time for us to turn on the localizer there. Let's reduce the range, Yeah, it is about time for us to turn on localizer. So let's go localizer on. Speed has reduced significantly. Let's put our flaps and slats down, or rather the slats down. There we go. Localizer caught successfully. Do I have visual of the runway? Is that the airport right there? Is that it? I can't tell. That might be it. It has to be. Yes, it should be. Now if we take a look to all... we have no luck. We got clouds. So to our left we should have been able to see Melbourne pretty clearly, but there it is. We can kind of see it in the distance. It's right there. That's Melbourne. There we go. That is Melbourne, everybody. City of Melbourne right there. Okay. There you go, guys. It hasn't loaded properly. Obviously it's quite far away. Anyway, let's jump back in here. We've got some configurations to take care of at 2,300 feet. That is, our runway is dead ahead of us. There we go, runway in sight. 1,700 feet. Let's go that down right there. Landing gear. Our speed is still too high. We can activate approach mode if I can. Sim rate is set. Let's go to performance. It's already on approach mode anyway. Okay, reduce flaps down to position number 2. There we go. Alright. Wait. Glide slope. Forgot about glide slope. Glide slope caught. Excellent. Let's go LS on both of this. Let's go there. Alrighty. Flaps down to full. And we are ready for a landing. 1,000 feet coming up. My aircraft. Okay. There we go. My aircraft. I have control. Oh, I forgot sky dolly. Sky dolly running. Okay, my aircraft. Crosswind, nearly non-existent. Headwind, 6 knots, pretty much. Looking okay. Why is the flight director 400? Land.
100 above.
100 above.
Minimum
We are proceeding with our landing.
100. A320, retard.
Okay.
Pitch.
Did we just bounce a little bit? Yeah, we did, didn't we? That's okay. There we go. Very immersive there. But that is a much better A320 landing than I usually do. I'm just going to be honest with you. Okay, there we go. Reverser stowed back up there, and we're going to let that speed run off right there. Give it some manual braking. And welcome everybody to Melbourne. Alright. Just give it a bit more brakes. There we go. Give it a bit more brake right there. And welcome. Welcome to Melbourne, everybody. Welcome to Melbourne. FD off, LS off. Both sides. Let's turn this in right here. I'm gonna go flaps up. Flap 0. We also have some configurations to do before we go in here. That is landing lights to complete retract. Taxi lights on. We didn't turn on the nose light there, my bad. Strobe lights back down to automatic. Gonna go that down there. And we're gonna go with our TCAS to standby. Gonna go predictive wind shear. Oh god, okay. That needs to be off there. This needs to be off right there. Okay, there we go. Oh, sorry. I completely did not see that. My bad. Went off the taxiway there. But yeah, we're back in. Welcome to Melbourne, everybody. Let's go ahead and taxi in our aircraft. All right. Let's go ahead, taxi it in, park it somewhere where we can find a parking. And we'll go ahead and take a look at our landing replays. But welcome to Melbourne, everybody. There we go. There we go. Alright, where shall we park our aircraft? That's a big question. I'll leave it somewhere there. Leave it at the nearest gate possible, right? And then we'll go ahead and take a look at the landing replays. There we go. Let's taxi this big bird. That's a good taxi camera. So is this. Not this. No, this. What? No, this. Yeah. Yeah, these are all good. Oh, there's a little bit of a glitch there, but that's good. Yeah, using this for taxiing makes sense. There's an active runway, or whether it's active or not, I don't really care. Just gonna cross it anyway. Find myself a little parking, everybody, which is somewhere here. I'm seeing a bit of Singapore Airlines right there. Singapore Airlines is really cool. I'm looking forward to flying a lot more Singapore Airlines. I should be able to get my hands on some Singapore scenery. And once I do, I will be able to fly some Singapore Airlines. Looking forward to it very much. Yeah, we can go and park in here for today. Oh my god, what? Why is there a... Oh, I did not know that. There's no warning, nothing. It's just... I did not see that, man. I did not see that. My mistake. I did not see these... They should put an X on the taxiway over there. For the love of God. I did not see that. Alright, that's okay. Let's go ahead and park ourselves in right here. And, yep, this one right here. That is number 20. Okay. We'll go park ourselves there. There we go. Giving it a bit more break. Ooh. We should have parked here, right? Where the A320 sign is. That's okay. So we should have parked right here, whatever. I'm just gonna put it right here for the time being. That parking brake on. Get back inside and get our APU going. Yeah, get our APU going. There we go. Anyway, time for the landing replay. So let's see if we have that available today. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Okay, brilliant. Let's go all the way back to our landing right here. Okay, landing is right here. Okay. Did we tail strike? No, we did not. But we did bounce. Yeah, that's for sure. Okay, everybody. Landing replay number 1. Let's try that out. Yep, we bounced there. And we came back in and landed. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Take a look at that from another point of view. There we go. A bit of a bounce. And then there. Pretty nice. I still enjoyed that, I'm not gonna lie. I still enjoyed that. That's not good. Let me get the view right. So we can take a look at the replay properly. Okay. There we go. That's better. Okay. Ooh, that looks good. Now let's go ahead and take a look at that replay properly from here. There we go. Coming into land. Melbourne. Yep, a little bit of a bounce there. And then touchdown. One more time. Let's take a look at that one more time. All right. All righty. It's time for some cabin views. Let's check out this view. This view. Let's check this one out. Okay. There we go. The speed brakes did deploy, it just doesn't show in the landing replay, that's okay. That was pretty cool though. Alrighty. Fun one. Let's go ahead and go back to where we left off our aircraft. Look at that. Brilliant, isn't it? Okay, let's come back in here and shut down our aircraft. Is APU running? Yes, it is. APU is available. Let's go ahead and shut down both our engines. There we go, everybody. Just gonna save that view right there. As you know, I like to fine-tune my views, but that's done. APU still running. We can go ahead and deboard our aircraft. Deboard. GPU, please. Thank you very much. This is done. That's done. That's set. That's set. Everything here looking good. Brilliant. That's all fine. You can go overhead. Emergency lights off right there. Fuel pumps off. Like so. That's fine. Let's turn these off as well. Passenger crew oxygen supply off there. Beacon lights off. Strobe lights need to be off. All of that is off. Taxi light is off. What is this? What is GSX telling me? Passenger signs can come off. There we go. We can turn on external power. And we can go up here and turn off APU if we wanted to, just like that. And ta-da! There you go, everybody. There we go. Just like that, we have managed to land ourselves into Melbourne. I believe I've requested deboarding with GSX, haven't I? It doesn't recognize the parking. Because obviously we've parked in the wrong place. We need to go towards... Let me see if I can change our parking place. Can I do that? Okay, what gate am I at? What gate am I at? Let me take a look. Where am I? It doesn't show me the gate. What gate am I at? This is D20. So gate D. D, next page, next page, next page. D19 small, right? I'll go there and just warp me there. Oh lordy. I shouldn't have done that. Ignore me. Request deboarding, everybody, and Qantas. There you go. We will begin our deboarding right there. Ignore that jumping. But yeah, thank you very much, everybody. That was a fun little flight. I enjoyed that very much. That was pretty fun. That was definitely fun. Thank you very much to everyone who tuned into the live stream, everyone who tuned into the chat. Mr. Anderson himself, the Fatal D's, our Fatal D's. Good luck on your exam tomorrow, or whenever it is, whatever you're studying for. Kirsch Hunting, thank you very much. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, and I shall catch you guys in the next one. Until then, take care of yourself. Consider liking, subscribing, commenting, doing all that good stuff for the channel as we push towards 1,000 subscribers. But apart from that, I shall catch you in the next one pretty much very, very soon. I'm gonna be streaming more often. There will be a stream within at least... I'm planning to do 2 streams every 24 hours, so that's my goal here. Depends. I'm still working on videos, so we'll see. But yeah, thank you so much, and I shall catch you guys in the next one. And until then, have a good day. Bye bye.